Hello, this is Mike Kaufman, the author of the Motor Oil Bible, and I'd like to thank you for watching part 2 of our 5-part series, the top 4 reasons not to use synthetic oil. And as in the previous installment, I would recommend that you not purchase a synthetic oil until you see the rest of this video series, because there are a number of reasons why you may want to consider whether that purchase would be the right choice for you. So let's go ahead and get started with part 2 of the video series. First, I'm going to need to take care of the necessary disclaimer. Unfortunately, it is necessary for me to issue this disclaimer indicating that the information I'm providing to you in this video is for entertainment purposes only. By watching the remainder of this video and or putting into practice any of its recommendations, you are releasing me from any and all liability that may result. Although I am a professional in the area of lubrication and filtration, you are advised to research these issues fully before deciding to implement any of my suggestions, and your decision is ultimately your own and releases me of all liability. So again, as I indicated, this is part 2 of a 5-part series. Be sure to check the playlist to see if any of the additional parts have already been issued. And if not, then please do follow me by whatever means are available on this page to see when the next in the series comes out. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, you can click the little triangle to the right of this video, which will pull up the playlist and will indicate all of the videos that have thus far been made available. Or you can check, if you're not already on the motoroilbible.com website, you can please go to that website address listed below. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube or some other video site, then you may see some of the other videos listed on the playlist there. So we're discussing older vehicles and synthetic oils, and if you've returned from part 1, then you're probably wondering just what's wrong with older vehicles and synthetics. Why wouldn't you want to use a synthetic oil in an older vehicle? Well, first, a little bunny trail. If you haven't already figured it out or read it somewhere, I sell oil. I sell a premium synthetic oil, as a matter of fact, and I'm not going to tell you what brand I sell or how to buy it from me, and I'm not going to link to my website, and I'm not going to pitch you on buying my product. That's really not what this is about. I could understand some people having a little skepticism in that arena and assuming that it is, but that really is not my purpose in doing this video, and that's because you know, I'd lose credibility if I'm trying to sell you oil by going through this process, and of course that would critically hamper my ability to educate you about motor oil and filters. My credibility is really all I have. If I don't have that, then I can't educate you in this area, which is really what I want to do. But it is important that you know that I sell oil, because many people with older vehicles still want a premium synthetic oil, and often will come to me looking to purchase my product, and oftentimes I turn them away. It's a very consistent theme, in fact, that I turn them away. And the reason I do is because of, well, senior engine incontinence. You read that right. As engines age, they become leaky. And synthetic oils can even make the problem worse. Well, how does that happen? Well, keep listening. The truth is you have secret agents in your oil. Well, secret in the sense that most people know nothing about them. They're actually seal conditioning agents or additives that are placed in a motor oil when they're manufactured, and they're designed to keep the seals and gaskets within your engine soft and pliable. Unfortunately, if you're running a petroleum oil in your engine, you've hired Inspector Clouseau to condition your seals when James Bond was available. And even better, if you act now, with every bottle of petroleum oil you buy, you'll receive a healthy dose of engine grunge absolutely free. Obviously, that's a little bit of a joke, but the fact of the matter is, if you're using petroleum oil and you've got Inspector Clouseau taking care of your engine, you've got problems already, and deposit buildup will be another one of those problems that will result. And the truth is, you'll have many deposits and no withdrawals. And what I mean by that is petroleum oils contain contaminants. They're a refined product, and so all of the contaminants that are in that oil when it comes out of the ground are not refined out of it. In addition, petroleum oils offer poor detergency properties. So not only do they leave behind deposits from those contaminants in the oil and from burning off due to high heat, they don't tend to clean those deposits out very effectively because of their poor detergency properties. And you might ask, well, haven't oils improved? I mean, over the years, haven't they improved? And the answer is, without question. Today's petroleum oils are leaps and bounds ahead of their ancestors. But the fact is, today's engines are harder on oils than they ever have been before. Lower oil capacity. A lot of vehicles are only using, maybe 4 or 5 quarts, where, engines in the past may have used 6, 7, 8 quarts of oil, depending on the vehicle. In addition, they're exerting more heat and stress on the oil, partly because there's less oil in there, and partly because the engines are running hotter in order to be more efficient. So, yes, oils have gotten better, but engines have gotten harder on oils. Now, in opposition to that, synthetics remain cool under pressure. They're better equipped to handle the higher temps and stress with higher heat resistance, and they have little or no contaminants. They have better seal conditioning agents and greater detergency. Unfortunately, it's when that cleaning goes bad that you have a problem. It's the high detergency properties of a synthetic oil that will get you if you've got an older vehicle. Petroleum oil deposits are cleaned out when good quality synthetics are put in the engine, and those dry and cracked seals and gaskets are left exposed. When those seal conditioning agents in the petroleum oil eventually don't really do their job, then the seals and gaskets within your engine will become dry and cracked, and once the synthetic cleans out those deposits, they will be left exposed. Now, the type of synthetic oil that you choose can affect the severity of your risk of leakage. There's PAO-based and ester-based and Group 3-based synthetics. There's even other synthetics, but those are the 3 that are primarily used for automotive type oils. And I don't have time to discuss in detail those things in this video, but the Motor Oil Bible does teach you the differences between the various synthetics, their benefits and drawbacks, and why you might choose one over the other. And it does cover this issue of detergency and older vehicles. Now, the Reader's Digest version of this is that petroleum deposits plug up potential leak points in your engine that have developed because of the low-quality seal conditioning agents in your oil. High detergency synthetics clean those out. The exposed cracks leak oil, and leaks cost money and make a mess. So the question then is, should you risk it? And the answer is, it depends. If you have the know-how or the money to pay someone to replace a leaky seal or gasket, and your vehicle still runs relatively well, go for it. But if not, you may want to think twice. Leaking synthetic oil can be a very expensive proposition, and switching back to petroleum oil isn't going to stop the leak. You will have to fix it. Now, there are 2 other older vehicle issues that I want to cover with you, but YouTube only allows me 10 minutes in a video, so I want you to catch the rest in part 3, which will be coming soon. Remember, this is part 2 of a 5-part series, so check the playlist, click the little triangle at the right, or check the playlist on YouTube to see if any of the subsequent parts have already been released, and if they have, go ahead and watch, and if not, then It should be released in a day or two, and follow me to be notified when future installments are released. Don't forget to tell your relatives and your friends to increase your chances of getting a free copy of the Motor Oil Bible. So spread the word. Either click the little envelope at the bottom of this video or the spread the word button at the bottom right if you're on the MotorOilBible.com website, or use whatever method is available on YouTube or the video site that you're on. And again, increase your chances, because every person that you send to this site, if they manage to get one of those 1,000 free copies of my book, then they have an option to give a copy to you as well, and so you would also get a free copy. So thanks for spreading the word, and have a great day.